Zuckerberg. And what does this idiot do? He leaves Facebook in 2007 to campaign for Obama. You're an idiot. Why should we listen to you? Why would we listen to you? Could there be a bigger dunce? You left in 07? If he had stayed, for what, for Obama? This guy has completely lost his mind. Can you imagine your streak of luck? Talk about like in the right place at the right time. Through an act of God, you become the roommate of Mark Zuckerberg. You're right there in Cambridge, in the dorm room, for crying out loud, when he comes up and says, instead of the Harvard Exchange, we're going to come up with the Facebook. You're right there. You're part of it. Now they're coming out. He's along for the ride. You have to do like nothing for 10 years and you'd have $20 billion. What does he do? He leaves before the thing really hits and goes to campaign for Obama, and he's angry at Zuckerberg and he's telling us what we should do? Can you imagine the anger? Every day he has to live with that, his friends and family. Well, the good news is, Obama did get elected. Right. Let's just, go with that. He doesn't have anything anymore. What did he sell his Facebook stock? Well, Facebook didn't even have stock then. Whatever it was, they had shares in the company, because there's the big scene where then they, the guy that the student that starts it with him, who funds it, I forget his name, but anyhow, he then, he's from Florida, and he comes up with, he's putting up like a couple of $1,000. His family gives it to him. So, but is that unbelievable? No longer any ownership in Facebook or any other social media company. That's why this guy is so angry. Are you kidding me? Could that be one of the worst decisions ever? People talk about the guy that took the day off and then, Lou Gehrig, and went on and played first base, right? Wasn't it like Willie Pip or Wally Pip or something like that? Or at least Pete Best got bounced from the Beatles. Pete Best, who was the drummer, he didn't go to McCartney and Lennon and say, I don't know about this whole thing, right? No, he got bounced for Ringo. This idiot, you have hit Powerball. My God, are you kidding me? Can you imagine, like, every day he has to live with that? Every day, and as he watched the wealth climb, every day he realizes, oh my God, I could have been part of that. Was he fired? No. Did he get a better offer? No. Why did he leave? To go campaign with Obama. What, was he signing people up and going door to door with a stupid sign? What is wrong with you? And he thinks we should listen to him? Listen to him? In the movie, The Social Network, there's a great scene where Justin Timberlake tells the story of the guy that started Victoria's Secrets. Right? He couldn't find his wife some, lingerie to wear. All you had was Fredericks of Hollywood. So instead, he started Victoria's Secret, right? Victoria's Secrets. And then he sells it for like $3 million. And then they go public. They get they get financing. They get people that infuse money into it. And then it's worth, like, whatever it is. Victoria's Secret suddenly is worth like $500 million. And in the movie, Sean Parker, played by Justin Timberlake, claims the guy jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge because he was like, oh my God, I came up with an idea, I sold it for whatever it was, $3 million, and now the thing is worth $500 million, or whatever Victoria's Secret is worth. This guy, Chris Hughes, every day he has to live with the fact he was on your roommates with Zuckerberg. The parents are like, oh, how's the first week at Harvard? Oh, it's going pretty well. My roommate is a guy by the name of Mark Zuckerberg, and blah, blah, blah. We went to dinner. You were given a gift. He's your college roommate. You're in the room, on the bed, in the cramped dorm room at Harvard, as this guy is coming up with Facebook. So what do? He left in 2007 to campaign with Obama. Of course he's angry at Zuckerberg. He's angry at himself. Can you imagine? Oh my God, that was the gift. That's like the joke I say of, the guy that, down south, there's a flood, and the guy starts to climb up to the top of his roof, and some people come along and say, you want to come out? And he's like, no, the Lord will save me. The water's rising higher. And then suddenly a guy goes by in a boat and says, you want to hop in? He's like, no, the Lord will save me. Now the water's really rising. So the man climbs on the top of his house, and a helicopter comes and says, sir, we're going to drop the rope. He says, no, the line will save, the Lord will save me. So he drowns, gets to heaven. He sees God. He's like, hey, what happened? He said, what happened? I said that 2 boats and a helicopter. Who the hell do you think was trying to save you? What do you mean the Lord was saving me? I was trying to help you. What's the matter with you? Can you imagine all the different... Think of the various nuts you could be rooming with. By the stroke of God, you get Mark Zuckerberg as your roommate at Harvard. Roomed with Zuckerberg at Harvard. You're right there. Hey, you want to work on this? Sure. What should we call it? Let's call it Facebook. Let's call it the Facebook. Let's call it, Harvard Connection. Whatever the hell. You want to talk about, how many people listening have ever heard of someone talking about, your chance to be in a ground floor opportunity. This was a ground floor opportunity, and as Justin Timberlake says in the movie, 1 million's not cool. You know what's cool? $1 billion. $1 billion, and that shut everybody up. Lose